Glamorgan were held up in their victory charge by both the Leicestershire openers Greg Smith and Michael Thornley and the unseasonable weather at Grace Road on the penultimate day of their LV County Championship match. After a delayed start, Mark Wallace decided to enforce the follow-on after his side had dismissed their host for just 142 on the second day. That gave the Welshmen a first innings lead of 300, and with the bowlers well rested and plenty of bad weather about, it was inevitable that Leicestershire would be batting again on the third morning to try to save this game. And to that end, Smith and Thornley did a fine job. The good news for them was that the pitch was playing as well as any at Grace Road this season. The greenness of the first day had disappeared somewhat, and both batsmen were able to make use of the surface. Having said that, Smith should have been caught before he'd gone on too long, Wallace himself letting an edge off Graham Wagg slip through his gauntlets. Wagg only had himself to blame just before lunch when Wallace did claim a catch off his bowling, only for Wagg to have overstepped. This was a particularly pleasing session for Thornley. He's had a rotten season to date, and before this innings had managed to make only 68 runs in 7 first-class innings, a form which had cost him his place in Leicestershire's last match at Northampton. He and his partner had 42 runs to their names on this occasion, a score they had to sit on until after tea as the rains returned at lunchtime. Michael Reid was belatedly given the ball after the restart and started to get it to talk. He found pace and movement to trap Thornley in front after he'd added only one more run to his 42. He departed with a total on 93 for 1. Reid had got his rhythm just right and was now unlucky not to remove Ned Eckersley, Stuart Walters spilling the chance in the slips. Smith at least did complete his second 50 in 4 innings since returning to the Leicestershire side. He worked Michael Hogan to leg for a single to get him there off his 97th delivery. He'd struck 8 fours in that, but he would have known only too well that his job was not even half done at this stage. Wagg's day, meanwhile, didn't get any better. He thought he'd got Smith, only for the ball to move sharply in the air after catching the edge, making the catch behind too difficult for Wallace. So Smith survived and went to bed with 62 runs to his name. He and the weather, which meant that only 41 overs were possible, has given his side a chance of saving this game from here. Weather permitting, Leicestershire will resume on 133 for 1 on the final morning, and that means they require a further 167 runs to make Glamorgan bat a second time.